Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. Welcome back to F.E.A.R 2. That's, last time we got off the tram and Alma came running at us all of a sudden, and not really in a scary manner, just kind of was there and then she wasn't there. I don't know what more to say about that. All I can say is, like I said, she looks like she's... Remember I said a few episodes back that she looked like she needed a sandwich? Well, it seems like she finally did. Now I can't seem to get up anyway. It looks like I need to get to this health pack here, but I have to figure out how to get up here. This looks like this is a path I need to be taking, but it ends here. Is there another path back to the direction on the other side? The hell? Oh, there she is again. Let's see what happens this time. Just out of curiosity. I'm gonna press B. Oh, she's draining my health. Okay, I have no choice. Okay. Somehow, just her doing whatever it is she's doing there is affecting my health. Because I was like, okay, what's happening? I'm not pressing B. I was just curious, what would happen. Clearly, she's injuring me in some way because I was losing health. Okay. Med kit. I could heal up, but I'm not that worried about it because, like I said, the health kits automatically replenish when my health replenish when my health it gets extinguished. So as long as I have a health pack, I'll be fine. Hi again. Wow, she took me almost all my health away that time. Oddly enough, those are not jump scaring me. You'd think they would, but they're not. Complete approach. Alma is closing in. You won't be able to resist her for much longer. You have arrived at the Still Island facility and must now rejoin your team and locate the telesthetic amplifier. Sergeant Keegan seems to be beyond your reach now. Because we've seen more of Alma than we have Keegan in the past little bit. Oh, here we go again. Colors have changed. I don't have a weapon. Checkpoint. I don't have a weapon. Can I change to a weapon? Nope. I have no HUD, no weapons, no nothing whatsoever. I look really weird in the shadow. I look like I got skinny arms and skinny legs, but I got a huge ass. Apparently I have no hair. Alright, I've got a feeling there's going to be some jump scares here. There's just some freaky things going to happen. Whoa. Yeah, that's freaky enough for me. Okay, who are these guys? Oh, that's Alma there. Little Alma. I can't move the camera for this. That had to be Harlan. Link up with Lieutenant Sergeant Morales. Okay. Okay, I just went through this area without my weapons. Now I'm going to this area with my weapons. Guess I'm going to go through the hole here. Oh, well, there's the tree. And the swing they took her off of. That's not ominous. I think that was Alma just talking about. I didn't understand what she said. And again, there was no captions for us. So I don't know what she said. I don't know what was said. Whoever said it. Well, I at least appreciate the physics. I actually have physics in this game. Oh wow, there's a level of creepiness. Alma's doll. Alright.
I'm inside. Looks like someone was here recently, but I haven't seen anyone so far.
Alright.
Stokes, we've got movement. Lots of movement.
Hold them up as long as you can, but don't take any
Well,
chances.
guess I wasn't going to go down the ladder the old-fashioned way.
I'm not leaving you.
And it's obviously a one-way trip.
You'll do as you're told.
Bullshit. You can court-martial me if we come out of this alive.
Alright.
Infected, I sure hope you're close.
Oh, look, I'm walking on water again. You think even in 2000, what was this game probably in 2008, 2009, that they would have improved the leg graphics to at least look like I'm under the water, not sliding on it like it's ice? Alright, up we go over this. And a long tunnel ahead. We know shit's going to go down here. Question is, what comes first? All the rats are running that way, so I guess I'm going the right direction for a change. I'm actually going with the rats instead of against them. Well, that was just too easy. They were coming down that ladder right there. Nice one to leave me a sniper rifle. A sniper ammo is full though. Soldiers coming. Got him. That was kind of a quick shot. Flasher's still a little annoying. Can I get up there? I bet I can't, huh? Nope, I can get up there. Ah. Don't panic the shot. Take your time. You're a sniper. You take your time with that. Where is he? Lose the arm. Let's reload. Sneaky. 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 Peeky. Nothing. Okay. Alright, let's switch back to assault rifle now. A little more, not quite as distance as I'd like.
Talk to me, Manny. How are you holding up?
Well, they don't seem very coordinated. It's definitely not an organized attack. More like they're all just showing up separately.
Oh, is that? That's our guys up there. That's Morales up there. Ooh, got him. There's a guy behind him too. Got him. Dude, you're hitting the support. You're not even hitting an enemy. You're going to use that big ass cannon. Actually, use it and hit something. Wow, did he survive that sniper shot? Good God! I think I sniped him in the face and he survived that. He didn't. Oh, okay, that works. Alright, let's switch back to the back to the assault rifle now. Now this is me, Morales. Don't shoot me. Don't blow me apart with that big ass gun you've got on that APC. Alright, he's down. And there's one guy left. Alright, he's down. Almost to the APC. That's probably going to explode when I get there, but... Oh, I thought I was going to hit him in the head with that grenade.
God damn, Beckett. You were a bad motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
I'm going to leave a obvious punchline alone right now.
Right through here. Damn it. Hey, Stokes. The F.E.A.R must have taken a hit in the fight. Can you open this door from where you are?
I think so. Give me a minute.
Meanwhile, we hold our position while we get attacked. Yep. Knew it. Gladly. Mount the turret with the APC and repel the replica attack. You bet I will. Kablam. I can blow away the cover too. Dude, did you see that? That's him flying from behind that cover. Yeah, now this is some fun shit right here. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Heavy. Good God. That Heavy's a tough sumbitch. He got a lot of blasts from his cannon. Finally, he went down. He was tough. Sniper? Or rocket launcher? Ooh, that was rocket. Oh shit. Shoot back, shoot back, shoot back, shoot back. Another Heavy. This is a... Ow. There we go. Got him. I don't know if this guy was a rocket launcher or not. Yeah, me too. Here's with this big gun. This is the fun stuff right here. Yeah. Oh, Heavy. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Oh, got him. That Heavy didn't last as long as the other one did. I need to make it over the pool. To make it over the railing.
I've got it. The door is open.
Aww.
Cover our asses. I don't want any surprises.
Understood, Lieutenant.
I'll open the door then. Here we go.
Good luck, man.
I guess it's probably a mission transition because I don't see like a door or a button or anything I need to be pressing. Oh, found the button. Decontamination targets, please stand by. Interval 07. Union. Union? Union between me and who? I really doubt the other person is going to be Stokes. What I mean by that is that's not what the union is referring to. So I got a hitch there. Okay, there she is. Checkpoint.
Over here. Ben, it's good to see you. I didn't know if you'd make it. Hell, I didn't think we were gonna make it.
Alright, now what? I gotta push the button?
Alfred wasn't sure what will happen when Alma shows up. I hope it's not one of those horror movie things where she reads your mind and uses your deepest fears against you. That would suck.
Yeah, because that's not possible.
Nobody else could have done what you did today, Beckett. If we get out of this, it's because of you.
You're welcome.
Let's get this over with.
Let's get this. Situation update. Carson, I just wanted to update you on a situation here. I was able to get one of the Harbinger candidates into the TAC, which was made him a beacon for Alma. This is obviously from Genevieve and talking about me. I believe that if I can lure him into the containment facility, I can lure Alma there and trap her. I understand why you're upset about this unfortunate incident, but there's still hope of a satisfactory resolution. I accept that I must take on responsibility for everything that has happened, but I assure you I've always acted with Armachem's best interests in mind. If you feel that I no longer have any value to the corporation, I will humbly resign, but we can discuss alternatives further once Alma is in my control. Courteously, Genevieve Aristide. Yeah, Genevieve's going to try to control Alma. She's got no fucking clue what she's trying to do. And it's a point like that Snakefist was right. Alright, I'm not seeing anything in here. No weapons, no pickups, no armor. Just more of these things. Power flow. Because the Still Island telesthetic amplifier unit can magnify a telesthetic signal by up to 11.6 times as much as the smaller units at our other facilities, extra precautions must be taken to minimize workplace mishaps. Make sure the device is fully charged before engaging the Halford limiter. So the limiter was created by that Terry guy, as even minor fluctuations in power flow during the initiation sequence may trigger the spontaneous discharge of undirected telestatic energy from the subject, causing injury or even death to anyone within the test chamber. They're just so cavalier about everything. By the way, make sure everything's turned on good, otherwise bad things might happen.
Go ahead and cycle the airlock.
Pushing the button. Are you in here with me? Okay, so let's make sure. Stand clear of doors. The airlock didn't cycle. We just changed the doors. We didn't go through a contamination or anything. Oh, we're going outside, so it doesn't matter.
Make sure everything's set up the way Snakefit indicated in his notes. While I'm doing that, you can power up the amplifier.
Yeah, that's still not going to happen. Somehow she's going to die, and I got to do everything myself. Music box. This is from Alma. You know that music box that was in Harlan Wade's old office at the Still Island facility? Miss Aristide wants it if it's still there. I told her it used to belong to Alma. Oh, okay, I guess it's not... Okay, I don't know. Like I said, maybe it was about Alma, but I thought it was like from her. I told her it used to belong to Alma, but she didn't seem to mind. Guess the melody's been stuck in her head ever since she first heard it. Next time you're over there, can you have it sent to Miss Aristide's home address? Thanks, buddy. Lyle. Okay. I guess just the folder said Alma Wade, and I thought maybe it meant it was from Alma somehow, but I was not. And we get the decontamination part of it because we're going back inside from the outside. No? Okay. Checkpoint. What the hell is that? Oh, that looks like the, is that the, so, okay. Okay, so was that ball that we saw in the first F.E.A.R game? Shut up, Stokes. Remember in the first game we saw that giant ball that looked like it was surrounded by, water or something, had that weird lighting effect around it? That looked just like that ball there. Is that what? Shut up, you! Is that the same thing that I was in?
Before the amplifier has powered up, you won't be able to stop her.
Shush. Okay. How do I do that? Oh, I need to go over here. Okay. System offline. Extend bridge. 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
That's it. According to Snakefit, it'll take a few minutes to reach full power.
And I guess I got to be on that bridge as it goes across. I'm supposed to get in this chair. Oh, it leads up to the outside. Whoa, everything just turned blue for a second. Whoa. That's cool. The frame rate went to absolute shit, but that's cool looking.
Get in the chair and I'll strap you in.
Oh, sure. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn into one of those psychic commanders by sitting in this chair and then crawl around the room like... You know what? Never mind. Oh, sure. Our last view is her, yeah. Aristide.
We have to stop Alma.
How did she get here so quick?
Exactly what I intend to do. But Beckett's not strong enough without the amplifier. She'll absorb him. And then we'll lock them away. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing this?
She's got a gun. Don't...
I don't have any leverage. Without leverage, I don't have a future. I can't believe this. The city's a smoldering ruin, and you're worried about your fucking resume. Listen. No, you listen. We're doing this Halford's way. We're gonna kill this bitch.
What the hell? I can look around, but that's all I can do. I can't move.
I really am. I'm not a bad person. I just don't have a choice.
Did she shoot
You
her?
have a date with destiny, Sergeant Beckett. Let's not keep her waiting.
Okay, that was just weird because she... Oh, shit, she just vanished. Hi. I guess that's... Yeah, nothing I can do here except look at her. And she's definitely not a skinny anymore. There's Aristide. Now she is. Oh, God. Hi. Nice to meet you. Reactivate the telestatic amplifier. Where the hell am I? Oh. The chair? Or... I'm at a checkpoint. At least everything is somewhat clear. Oh, I just got a... Containment time? What the hell?
Why doesn't she want me?
Okay. It's supposed to startle me, but it's really not. Checkpoint. Where the hell is the machine? Damn it. Whoa, okay, now I'm being shot at. Now we got a problem. Wait, is this... Am I having to fight, Keegan? Am I fighting Keegan now? This is going to be hard as hell for me to do this, because I can't see where he is. Is there multiples of him, or is he just moving around fast? I can't freaking tell. This is so fucked up. I gotta try shooting from the hip because aiming down the scope is not helping me. I think I scored a few hits. I can't reload. Oh, because I'm out of ammo. I can't change weapons either. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay. Is this going to be like those... Can I get over here and try this now? A one. Nope, there he is again.
Why does she only care about you?
I don't know. I didn't do anything. I don't know. What? Okay, what are we doing here? Actually, I do know why, because the tests work better on me than did you, but that's not my fault. Ow. I can't tell if there's multiples of him or not. Or if he's just moving around extremely fast. I'm pretty sure this is Keegan I'm dealing with. Alright, let's try this. Let's try the second one. And he's gonna grab me again. Hi! No, he just knocked me down.
You never have her.
You can take her if you want. I don't really care. I don't know why it's flashing to her so many times over. Not the weapon I want. What the other one? Okay. No, not that one. Definitely not a sniper rifle. Not right now. Oh, everything's... I see. The world's changing to look like No, it's changing to look like the room I was just in with the... Fuck me. Because the tree right there looked like the ball that I was sitting in. Now I just gotta find the damn controls again. I gotta use this because there's no way in hell I'll be able to... Okay. Try using this to my advantage because I can't see him. It's just, I would rely on the projectile to do the work for me. I hope I don't hurt myself in the process. Alright, but number 3. Oh. Press B a lot. Press B a lot. Okay. RT. Oh, B a lot. Oh, okay. Whoa, let's not do that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. That ended him, I think. Because I know the game, I know the F.E.A.R 3 game, I know what was going on there. At least as far as Alma's concerned. Holy hell. No, are we still in the... Yep. That was quick. Yeah, we're quite aware. Yeah. How cute. The achievement's called Climax. Very funny. And that's the end of F.E.A.R 2. Okay, I can safely say that was an abrupt ending. I wasn't expecting it that quick. And that's not a sexual innuendo, despite what we just saw. I'm going to put my controller down, and I'm going to review the game. Clearly, as always, I'll start with just the game itself. Very, very much improved over F.E.A.R 1 and F.E.A.R Files. Definitely in very many ways. First thing, they allowed me to use vehicles and use mechs. Always awesome. Mechs are always awesome. Now, the storyline from the beginning of the game up to the end of the game, that's what I was blind about. But because I've already played F.E.A.R 3, I already knew about this ending here, as far as what happened with Alma here. Now, how it all came to be, like how everything happened, how I got here, everything was going on, who this Beckett guy is, why he was so important to Alma, all that I didn't know. That I didn't know. But this game told that, and told it very well. So, yeah, I already knew that what was going to happen here is Beckett was going to impregnate Alma, because she is pregnant in 3, and the whole thing about 3 is Point Man and F.E.A.R trying to get to Alma and see her have a child. That's what I'm still on the air about. I've played the game with Zarify a couple of times, and I'm still up in the air about what the hell the whole point of that was. But anyway, to this game, overall, great game. Graphics was obviously much improved over F.E.A.R 1. My only complaint was the motion blur on the outside part of the screen mostly, and I'm not talking about when Alma was bothering you or when the ghosts were there or anything like that. I'm just talking about during normal gameplay, normal combat, just or even non-combat, just walking around. The whole screen seemed fuzzy in a way that really bothered me. I mean, eventually I got used to it, so it wasn't as much of a bother. But wow, that's all the credits. That was kind of short. I didn't really care for that. I kind of wish it had the more like F.E.A.R 1 style of graphics design, as far as not having the screen effects. However, outside the screen effects, the game itself was great. The graphics were good. Scary enemies, of course. Irritating enemies here and there with those crawler guys, the ones that they said were supposedly psychic commanders. Which, again, another point that I appreciated was the change in the story, or that point of the story about those crawlers weren't just some twisted effect of of some kind of experimentation. I mean, it was, but it wasn't just like some random experimentation. It was actually them trying to create psychic commanders like F.E.A.R, and it just didn't work out. It came out. They just lost their minds and went crazy. They could still do what they were doing as far as control the replicas, because we saw them do it. But once the psychic commander was dead, the replicas were offline. Here's some teasers about the video that we saw. I did appreciate how the story unfolded. Beckett was just wasn't even a F.E.A.R member. He was just part of, pretty sure these guys weren't F.E.A.R guys. These were actually just part of the Special Forces team, the guys like Holiday. And, there's some of those things I don't remember. Like, I don't remember the scene with Alma, the little girl Alma. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to options here. That's been played. Go to options so I won't keep popping up that video while I'm trying to finish what I'm saying. I did like how the story unfolded as far as Beckett was not any particular special person at the beginning of the game. He was just part of the Special Forces defense team that were working with the F.E.A.R teams in other areas. They were going into this building, try to, at the very beginning, to rescue, I think it was, Genevieve or something along those lines. It has something to do with Genevieve Aristide. And once he went in, obviously, you know, the rescue attempt was a farce to trick Beckett into becoming part of the experiment, or actually the entire SFOD team, not just Beckett, but also the woman, Stokes, the leader, the other guy that always had to fight, Keegan, pretty much all of it, because you saw in the reports, and the Harbinger, I think it was the Harbinger reports, that had mentioned each one of those soldiers and their progress, and the progress toward their connection, I guess, toward Alma and the project. And obviously Beckett was the number one, was the best source, because obviously that's why Alma went after him, because he was so, like the word, perfect for her in the telesthetic sense and the psychic sense and all that stuff. Keegan was really close, obviously, in some way or in some way, but obviously wasn't to Beckett's level, which is why Alma did not pick her, and that's why he just couldn't handle it. How Beckett managed to maintain some semblance of sanity, I'm not really sure if it had anything to do with Alma or the tests or whatever, but clearly, anyway, the story revolved around Beckett because he was best because of the experimentation done on him by Genevieve after they went into the complex, in that building. So as far as everything else goes, I thought it was a great game. It did seem a little short to me. Of course, I did spend a few days away from the game a couple of times, so I don't remember exactly how long the game took. I don't know what exactly episode this could be, because I record and edit different ways. I'm on part 9 of editing, but this is probably episode maybe 17 or 18. Sounds were all good. I appreciate the fact they had captions, which would have been real good, because there was a lot of times there was talking going on that I would have been able to hear, and I not had the captions up there because of the combat or whatever. There were a few times that I think I heard a female talking, and I'm very certain it was Alma, but there was never any subtitles for that. And, well, I don't know what to say about that, but as far as the storyline goes, for me, this completes the arc. For those who probably played this series themselves when it first came out, they knew that was an obvious cliffhanger for F.E.A.R 3. I mean, okay, Alma's pregnant, now what? But for me, this completes the cycle, because while I knew of Alma and her psychic powers, I didn't know everything about the story of F.E.A.R until I played F.E.A.R Files, which I'm kind of iffy on. Let me go ahead and fill this in here while I've got it on my mind. F.E.A.R Files didn't, while I say it filled in a couple of spots, it also left some spots open, because Jin Sun Quan died in F.E.A.R Files. Now, I don't know if that's an optional thing that happened. Like if I picked a path A instead of path B, she would have lived, as opposed to where I picked path B and she died. I don't know if there's like an optional thing there or what, but Jin dies in F.E.A.R Files, yet we see her in F.E.A.R 3. I think I mentioned this during F.E.A.R Files review as well. If I didn't, I want to mention it now. She's alive in F.E.A.R 3. So I'm a little confused by that, and I'm also confused by something that I did read saying that F.E.A.R Files is not canon. So the reason that confuses me is it's part of the game series. I mean, it was made on the same engine, made by the same people that made F.E.A.R 1. How is that not canon? But I don't know what to say. That's all I can say about that. Again, back to F.E.A.R 2. This completes the story because, again, I knew in Fear 3 Alma was pregnant, and I knew why she was impregnated by Beckett. At least now I know why. Beckett was a SFOD officer or soldier that was forcibly changed into an Alma compatible father, if you will, by Genevieve Aristide. I'm a little confused on the ending there. What happened to Stokes? Because she was facing Genevieve, and she suddenly got shot toward the screen and then fell. But it didn't look like Genevieve shot her, because it looked like her gun was pointed down. It didn't look like Genevieve pulled the trigger. Is my point. I don't know what killed her. Was that Genevieve's doing, or was that Alma's doing? Because Alma did come from the left side of the screen when Genevieve shut the capsule or activated the capsule. That was Alma that came from the left, so maybe that was her. So that again, I'm making some suppositions here because they don't explain every bit of detail here. You have to kind of go on what you see. The balance between fear, between scariness and action, I think was even better in this game than in the first game. There were times and when I say first game, I'm including Fear 1 and Fear Files as one conglomerate because they basically play the same way. In the first game, there was a lot of, there was some scary moments here, and then maybe you'd go on a little while. There's some action moments where you're killing enemies, and then there was a few points where there was a lot of nothing. There was a lot of walking. You went from point A, and you traveled through hallways, through here and through there, and maybe there might have been a jump scare from maybe an Alma popping up, or something that wasn't actually going to attack you, but just something there scary that popped up. But then other than that, there's a lot of walking until you finally reach the point where, oh, hey, here's some enemies, let's shoot them. Here, they seem to balance that a little more. There wasn't a whole lot of dead zones where I wasn't either having to shoot an enemy, having to shoot a scary enemy, or just deal with something scary. It all seemed to be relatively closer together. And the environments were much better, too. It wasn't all just 90-degree hallways and tight rooms and, and there was a lot more open environments, more open areas. I could actually use a sniper rifle, useful more than just a few times. A few large open areas, even though it was still indoors, a few large open areas that you could do some sniping, like in that last area where there's some snipers all over the place. You could pop them as you were going around. You could eventually go upstairs and then pop the ones that were coming in. That was great. So they really made some good improvements to Fear 2. I wish Fear 1 had played this way as far as that flow, the whole flow thing. The flow of 1 wasn't as good as the flow of Fear 2, and I'm glad they fixed that. Graphics, I said, looked good. Sounds, I mean, everything had its moments. Near the end of the game, though, I don't know if I was getting numb to the jump scares or the scariness factor, but it seemed like some of the horror of the game did kind of drop off near, I'd probably say, probably right about the time I had to go pursue Keegan. Because I don't know, maybe because I knew I was pursuing Keegan and he was being influenced by Alma, therefore there were going to be scary things that were going to happen. So I was already completely prepared for everything, unless it was a little jump scare that just popped in my face. I already knew that I was going to have to deal with the ghost things if they appeared. I was already ready to shoot them if I saw them with eyes. Everything that I needed to prepare myself for, I was able to be prepared for because I knew what was going on. Because Keegan was being in control of Alma, and that kind of made the horror kind of fall off a little bit more, in my opinion. In the beginning, especially the very, very, very beginning, it was very good. The jump scares were good. The whole first time I encountered the ghost things in the school, that was really good, especially when my roommates decided to be dicks and decided to scare me during the process.
Hey, that was funny.
Funny, so they say. But overall, definitely an improvement over Fear 1. And after playing Fear 3 in comparison, I would have to say that this game is actually the scariest of the three. Because Fear 3 didn't really have the scary factor to it, to me. Not in the way that 1 and 2 did. It seemed like it was a little more action-based than the first two. So, I guess... to overall, again, like I said, I keep saying this. I keep saying overall a lot, but I do mean it for the last time here. Overall, great game, great horror game, great shooter game in general. Had a few issues with aiming. I think that was sometimes I think that's me. Sometimes I think it's the game because I can't really. There's times when the gun works perfectly for me. There's other times when it doesn't. So I don't know if that's like Jennifer. I don't know if that's user error or if there's just sometimes it's not a perfectly made game. At least the gunplay was tight when it was accurate. I didn't have any issues with what I call Bioshock syndrome because it was the first game I had to deal with, where I put my reticle over a target, pull the trigger, and I don't hit it somehow. I never had that issue. If the bullets missed, my reticle wasn't on the target, so that was obvious. So great graphics, great horror in general, great shooting. Story was told really well. I was able to understand it and keep up with it. Even though I took some time off of it, I still was able to keep up with it. And as scary as she was, she got damn cute in the end. Alma did. She had that was probably, I don't know if that was Alma's doing or if that was part of the experimentation. Again, kind of some storyline that I wish was filled in somewhere. But she was able to transform her appearance from the anorexic, what I call the anorexic Alma, to the very well shapely Alma. I mean, you saw her. She was very well shaped, as opposed to the Alma that we pursued, although we saw her the first time in F.E.A.R. 1 when she stepped out of the vault as an adult. Again, I assume we're talking probably she was 15 when she had 15 and 16 when she had the prototypes. So we assume she's close to 17, 18 at this point. So just going by estimate numbers here because I don't have a timeline here. Obviously, we're just saying adult enough. She was on the skinny version we saw in F.E.A.R. 1, F.E.A.R. Files a few times, we saw that, and a few times here in 2, she was still a skinny one until she kind of made herself look more attractive. And again, I wish, if somebody could explain that part of it to me, I'd like somebody to put it in the comments. If that was something that Alma did, she was able to change her appearance in Beckett's mind, or if that was part of the experimentation that Genevieve did in order to cause Beckett to be able to father her, father the child, was to make Alma look attractive. Even though Beckett fought it the whole time, I just want somebody to explain that part for me. That's simply what I'm getting at. So this will do it for F.E.A.R. 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed this one. I'm happy to have finished another series. I recently finished off Bioshock. I haven't uploaded it to the channel, at least at this recording. But I finished off all the Bioshock games as far as the main games. I haven't done any of the DLC yet. I know there's a DLC to this game here, and I see the new single-player campaign available now on the marketplace, and I've looked at the information about it. It's supposed to be, I believe, based on the perspective of one of the replica soldiers. I don't know what's special about this particular replica soldier, and I forget exactly where in the story it fits. I'd have to look it up again and find out. Will I do this campaign? I might not. I'm not sure. If I do, then obviously it'll be on the channel. If I don't, then obviously you'll never see it. But as of right now, I'm not going to get into it because I'm done with this series for now, and I'm ready to be done with it and put it on the shelf and say, okay, yay me, I got another one out of the way. I say out of the way as if I had trouble with it or struggled with it or didn't like it. That's not what I mean. I mean that I'm more like, all right, it's an accomplishment that I completed an entire series of games, and I've got some more series that I need to do. I want to finish Dead Space, and many others. So to wrap up F.E.A.R. 2 again, this time for sure. Great game. I enjoyed it. I'm glad this series is done as far as completing the circle of the series. And I don't really know where I'm going to go from here. I don't know what I'm going to play next, but whatever that is, you guys will find out. And if you subscribe, you'll see what it is too. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the links at the end of this video for more of my stuff. There'll be links at the end of the video also for F.E.A.R. 1 and F.E.A.R. Files. I won't be able to put a link for a annotation to F.E.A.R. 2 because YouTube won't limit you to 4 annotations. I have one for my subscription, and there'll be one for F.E.A.R. 2's playlist, the playlist for F.E.A.R 1 and then for F.E.A.R Files, at least the first campaign, because there's 2 campaigns to F.E.A.R Files. But anyway, check out those links to see all the playlists of the entire story of F.E.A.R. You can also check out F.E.A.R 3's playlist that I did with Zerafia. It was a co-op playlist. And thanks so much for watching. This has been F.E.A.R 2, F.E.A.R 2 Project Origin. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. I'll see you later.